Chapter 3 Human Reproduction. As you are aware, humans are sexually reproducing viviparous. The reproductive events in humans include formation of gametes, gametogenesis, sperms in males and ovum in females, transform of sperm into the female genital tract, insemination, and fusion of male and female gametes, fertilization, leading to formation of zygote. This is followed by formation and development of blastocyst, its attachment to the uterine wall, implantation, embryonic development, gestation, and delivery of the body, baby, parturition. You have learned these reproductive events occur after puberty. These are remarkable difference between reproductive events in the male and in female. For example, sperm formation continues even in old men, but formation of ovum ceases in women around the age of 50. Let us examine the male and female reproductive system in humans. The male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvic region. It includes a pair of testes along with accessory ducts, glands, and external genitalia, as you see in the figure 3.1a. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. The scrotum helps in maintaining the low temperature of the testis to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than the body temperature, than the normal internal body temperature that is necessary for spermatogenesis. In adults, each testis is oval in shape with a length of about 4 to 5 cm and width of about 2 to 3 cm. The testis is covered by dense covering. Each testis has about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Figure 3.1b. Each lobule contains one or three highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which sperms are produced. Each seminiferous tubules lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells, that is spermatogonia, and ncert cells. Figure 3.2 you can see on the next page. The male germ cells undergo meiotic division, finally leading to sperm formation, while the Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cell. The region outside the seminiferous tubules, called interstitial spaces, contain small blood vessels and interstitial cells or leading cells. Leading cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens, and other immunologically competent cells are also present. The male sex accessory ducts include retitestis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, figure 3.1b. As you can see here, urinary bladder, seminal vesicle, prostate, bulbourethral gland, urethra, testes, foreskin, glans, penis, testicular lobules, retitestis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, ureter. The male sex accessory duct like retitestis, vasa efferentia, epididymis, and vas deferens. The seminiferous tubules of the testis open into the vasa efferentia through retitestis. The vasa efferentia of the testis open into the vasa efferentia. The vasa efferentia of the testis open into the vasa efferentia through the retitestis. The vasa efferentia leave the testis and open into epididymis, located along the posterior surface of each testis. The epididymis leads to vas deferens that ascends to the abdomen and loop over the urinary bladder. It receives a duct from seminal vesicle and opens into urethra as the ejaculatory duct. These ducts store and transport the sperm from testis to the outside through the urethra. The urethra originates from the urinary bladder and extends throughout the penis to its external opening called urethral meatus. As you can see the diagram here, this is the diagram sectional view of seminiferous tubules. दो तरह के सेल्स होते हैं, स्पर्मेटोगोनिया एंड सर्टोली सेल्स. स्पर्मेटोगोनिया से क्या बनेगा, स्पर्म बनेगा, और सर्टोली सेल्स न्यूट्रिशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं। उसके अलावा इंटरस्टिशियल सेल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जो कि इम्यूनोलॉजिकली कंपेटेंट सेल्स होते हैं। Now the next para. The penis is the male external genitalia, figure 3.1 AV. It is made up of a special tissue that helps in erection of the penis to facilitate insemination. The enlarged end of penis, called the glans penis, is covered by a loose fold of skin called as foreskin. The male accessory glands, मतलब रिप्रोडक्टिव ग्लैंड्स में जो हेल्प करते हैं, रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम दो पार्ट्स कंसिस्ट करता है, एक तो प्राइमरी और एक सेकेंडरी। तो वो सेकेंडरी ऑर्गन्स में ये आते हैं मेल एसेसरी ग्लैंड्स। इंक्लूड पेयर्ड सेमिनल वेसिकल, prostate single, a paired bulbourethral gland. Secretion of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. Important. The secretion of bulbourethral gland also helps in lubrication of the penis. The female reproductive system. The female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries along with a pair of oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina, and the external genitalia located in the pelvic region. These parts of the system, along with a pair of mammary glands, are integrated structurally and functionally to support the process of ovulation, fertilization, pregnancy, birth, and childcare. Important. Ovaries are primary female sex organ that produce the female gamete, ovum, and sperm. Female gamete, ovum, and several steroid hormones, ovarian hormones. The ovaries are located one on each side of the lower abdomen. Each ovary is about 2 to 4 cm in length and is connected to pelvic wall and uterus by ligaments. Each ovary is covered by thin epithelium which encloses the ovarian stroma. The stroma is divided into two zones, peripheral cortex and inner medulla. Next page. Here you can see the diagram of the female genital tract, female pelvis showing reproductive system. Here you can see cervix, rectum, vagina is the female reproductive part, anus, here the outer region of the vagina, vaginal orifice, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris is analogous to scrotum, urethra, pubic symphysis, urinary bladder, and the uterus जिसमें कि बच्चा डेवलप हो. Okay, now move to the next part. The oviduct, fallopian tube, uterus, and the vagina constitute the female accessory duct. Each fallopian tube 10 to 12 cm long and extend from periphery of each ovary to the uterus. The part closer to the ovary is the funnel-shaped infundibulum. The edge of the infundibulum possesses finger-like projection called fimbriae, which helps in collection of the ovum after ovulation. The infundibulum leads to a wider part of the oviduct called ampulla. The last part of the oviduct, isthmus, has a narrow lumen and it joins the uterus. The uterus is single होता है. It is also called womb. The shape of the uterus is inverted pear. It is supported by ligaments attached to the pelvic wall. The uterus opens into vagina through a narrow cervix. The cavity of the cervix is called cervical canal, which along with vagina forms the birth canal. The wall of the uterus has 3 layers of tissues: the external thin membranous perimetrium, middle thick layer of a smooth muscle myometrium, inner glandular layer, that is endometrium, that lines the uterine cavity. The endometrium undergoes cyclical changes during menstrual cycle, while the myometrium exhibits a strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. This line is important. No. The female external genitalia includes mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen, and clitoris. Figure 3.3a. here you can see this is figure 3.3b। डायग्रामेटिक सेक्शन दिखाया गया है। ओवरी, ओवरी के पास है फिम्बरी, फिम्बरी से जुड़ा हुआ इनफंडिबुलम, इनफंडिबुलम से एम्पुला, एम्पुला से इस्थमस, एम्पुला एंड इस्थमस। दिस इज द रीजन ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन। स्पर्म यहाँ वेजेना से आएगा, वेजेना से सर्वाइकल कैनाल के थ्रू सर्विक्स में जाएगा, सर्विक्स से पास होते हुए तैरते 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 यहाँ आएगा एम्पुलर इस्थमस जंक्शन में, यहाँ पे फर्टिलाइजेशन होगा। यूट्रस का 3 लेयर, पेरीमेट्रियम, मायोमेट्रियम, इंडोमेट्रियम। बाहर का लेयर पेरीमेट्रियम, बीच का मायोमेट्रियम एंड सबसे अंदर का लेयर इंडोमेट्रियम। मायोमेट्रियम कॉन्ट्रैक्शन करवाता है, इंडोमेट्रियम में साइक्लिकल चेंज होते हैं जिसको मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल कहते हैं। सबसे ऊपर का पार्ट यूटेराइन फंडस होता है, बीच का जो कैविटी यूटेराइन कैविटी। चलते हैं आगे की ओर। द फीमेल एक्सटर्नल जेनेटिलिया, this part is important from the exam point of view. Mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen and clitoris. Mons pubis is a cushion of fatty tissue covered by skin called pubic hair. The labia majora are the fleshy fold of tissue which extend down from the mons pubis and surround the vaginal opening. Important. The labia minora are the paired fold of tissue under the labia majora. The opening of the vagina is often covered partially by a membrane called hymen. Hymen एक partial excessive blood flow वाला एरिया होता है, मतलब एक partial membrane होता है जो कि vagina को partially covered करता है। Clitoris एक tiny finger-like structure which lies at the upper junction of the two labia minora above the urethral opening. The hymen is often torn during the first coitus intercourse. However, it can also be broken by sudden fall or jolt, insertion of vaginal tampon, active participation in some sports like horse riding, cycling, etc. In some women, the hymen persists even after coitus. In fact, the presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity or sexual experience. मतलब यहाँ ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर किसी में हाइमन प्रेजेंट है या एब्सेंट है तो इससे हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि वो वर्जिन है या वर्जिन नहीं है। तो वर्जिनिटी के लिए ये एक रिलायबल इंडिकेटर नहीं है कि हाइमेन होना ही चाहिए, बिकॉज हाइमेन मे बी टॉर्न बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सेसिव एक्सरसाइज एंड एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन इन सम ऑफ द स्पोर्ट्स। फीमेल एक्सटर्नल जेनेटिलिया का डायग्राम हम यहाँ देख सकते हैं। हियर इट इज, सॉरी यहाँ वो नहीं दिया हुआ है, थोड़ा बहुत यहाँ दिया हुआ है। लेबिया मेजोरा, लेबिया माइनोरा, क्लाइटोरिस वेजाइनल ओपनिंग के आगे होता है हाइमन। नौ हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। यहाँ तक हम देख लिए थे फिगर 3.4a मेमोरी ग्लैंड का डायग्राम। आगे देखते हैं। A functional memory gland is characteristic of all female mammals. Important, all female mammals. और फंक्शनल मेमोरी ग्लैंड, मेल में भी मेमोरी ग्लैंड होता है बट वो फंक्शनल नहीं होता है। द मेमोरी ग्लैंड आर पेयर्ड स्ट्रक्चर ब्रेस्ट्स that contain glandular tissue and variable amount of fat. The glandular tissue of each breast is divided into 15 to 20 memory lobes. मतलब एक मेमोरी ग्लैंड में 15 से 20 मेमोरी लॉब्स, तो दोनों मिला के 30 to 40, containing cluster of cells called alveoli. The cells of alveoli secrete milk which is stored in the cavities that is lumen of the alveoli. The alveoli open into memory tubules. The tubules of each lobe join to form memory duct. Several memory ducts join to form a wider memory ampulla which is connected to lactiferous duct through which milk is sucked out. यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं डायग्राम में। सबसे पहले ग्लैंडुलर टिश्यू, ग्लैंडुलर में 15 से 20 मेमोरी लोब्स से जुड़ा हुआ मेमोरी एल्वियोला, मेमोरी एल्वियोला से मेमोरी टिब्यूल्स से मेमोरी डक्ट, फिर मेमोरी एम्पुला और एम्पुला से लैक्टिस्फेरस डक्ट, उसके बाद निप्पल के थ्रू बच्चा सक कर लेगा। यहाँ पे ये निप्पल के साइड में एरियोला डार्क पिगमेंटेड रीजन होता है जो कि बहुत सेंसिटिव होता है। और कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ फैट होते हैं, ये पीछे में द रिब्स से मसल बिटवीन द रिब्स पेक्टोरलिस मेजर मसल। ये इंपॉर्टेंट है डायग्राम और इसका सीक्वेंस। नेक्स्ट हम आते हैं गैमेटोजेनेसिस।